the 5th, Wednesday, September the 5th, if that's right. And I'm down at my allotment, and I'm showing you my 2 raised beds. It's had a fair bit of wood ash put on it, along with chicken pellets, manure from last year, a fair bit of bone meal and fish and bone, I think it's called. And at the moment it's growing cabbages, which I'm cutting and picking, and immediately I pick them, in the space provided, I'm putting in something else. So here is my 3rd attempt at growing sprouting broccoli, because I find that really works well. In between I've put lots of other things. There's looks like some chard that was put in rather lately. There's another chard there probably, and the cabbages are doing quite well. They're being attacked by something, and I haven't figured out what, because I don't know much about gardening, I'm afraid. But something who likes eating holes in cabbage leaves. It could well be white cabbage butterfly, and the caterpillars. It could also be slugs. There we've got some more sprouting broccoli, which I will put in before the ones at the back. So that's this one. Up this end we've got parsley that's grown well, and there's no sign whatsoever of a row of carrots I put in. I think they were old seed and didn't work. I've got some spring onions, so to speak, in the front, and 2 kinds of parsley. There's a flat leaf, I believe it's called, and the normal curly type. I've only just discovered you can make a salad from this, which can be very tasty using bulgur wheat, I believe a Greek recipe. Along here I've got a row of beetroot that I'm taking out and eating as a vegetable, and behind it I've got some parsnips that I've got going, but only a few took, so there's much fewer than I'd hoped. Round here I've got a right mix-up, lots of chard, which I'm picking every plant 2 leaves at a time. In the middle I've got chicory, which is like a lettuce, more chard there. Intersperse, the minute there's a gap I stick something in it. So there's in the middle of the chard there's sorrel, which is only just getting going, and we've got chard. As you see, every inch of earth is growing something, and that's my aim. I'm trying to avoid the situation I've got here, where I've got leeks growing, but lots of soil doing nothing apart from grow weeds. And this seems a big mistake. The leeks are growing and were planted while there were still onions in the bed. So they were interspersed with the onions, and I'm trying to understand how better manage I can have with this bed. So this covers, I think, the raised bed, and as you see it's flourishing with edible stuff, and we're feeding off it most meals, 2 of us, and I think that's very productive. This patch is going to be another raised bed next year after the leeks have grown. Over there we're preparing raised beds, 3 of them. They're going to be 3, one here, and one here, to match up with the existing ones, so we'll have straight through passageways. the earth is being mounded up with the soil that we've taken between the raised beds. And when it's raining, we find that this just fills up like a moat, providing a place for all the water, the excess water, to drain from the beds. We're lucky we've got good soil that drains well, and the biggest problem is there's quite a few, getting rid of couch grass and mare's tail. And we're picking up every single root of it, and in order to eliminate it totally. But that's a long-term project. Generally that covers everything. Oh, the other thing is I'm switching over to growing Jerusalem artichokes, which are coming to the end. They grow pretty tall, and that's in this patch. I've also got the globe artichoke, which I love. You eat the flower, and it's a real delicacy. A friend of mine's given me a couple of plants. I'm intending to dig out the crop of Jerusalem artichokes and use them entirely as seed for next year. So I intend to have a lot more Jerusalem artichokes growing. I'm giving up on this lot of raspberries, which I didn't understand need replenishing and manuring in order to get good. That lot's coming out, and I have no idea at the moment exactly what I'll do in the place, but it could be Jerusalem artichokes. I shall only have a limited amount of potatoes next year, but I certainly will grow some. Now there's a cabbage white that's managed to get in through the netting. It seems to be able to fly straight through. I'm not sure. That was on camera, and I'm not quite sure what happened. The aim of the netting is to stop the rabbits getting in, to stop the pigeons coming down, and hopefully stopping butterflies like cabbage white getting in. I'm still exploring that one. So I'm finding there's a lot to learn, and things are gradually shaping up. So this allotment will be in good shape, hopefully by the end of next year. I'm aiming to burn a lot of the wood, but I shall burn that on site, so I get the benefit of the wood ash. My manure pile, I get a load of manure every year. I compost every bit of lot of weeds I can get a hold of. They're in bins at the back. And they're full of composting weeds at the moment. Some really good stuff, and I'm hoping for some very fertile material from it. So there you have it, Geoff's allotment.